Okay, so next are the party's commander. They are the main person that operate, or with the help of first officer, they help to operate the flight, domestic or international. It can be any flight, long haul, short haul. It can be any flight. As we have discussed in the previous video about the first pilot, fine, about the pilot or first officer, and see, this is known as a cockpit crew. That's important to operate the flight. They are the main person who give the instruction and how to do the things. Fine, so let's get into it. Okay, commander, the interplay between man, machine, and nature fascinates every single time, just like the first time. Why they? Okay, this is so beautiful. They have written over here. They said the interplay between man, machine, and nature. These are three things that are coming together at the same time. When they all come together, they make miracle. Fine. So, as a commander, responsibility is the first instance for flying a highly technical machine. Flying or operating a flight is not that easy as you do with your two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler. Fine. This is a bit difficult because they have so many instruments in the same. They have to make a coordination between so many people. Then only they will be able to operate. What happens? Suppose I'm just giving you an example. There is a certain rule and regulation they have to follow. Suppose I am taking off from runway 1, and the same time if I ignore the ATC, means air traffic controller instruction, what will happen? Maybe they have given permission to some another plane which is also landing on a runway 1 at the same time. What will happen if I ignore and the another person has accepted the information? What will happen? So there will be a collision between two things which will lose our. You got it what I meant to say. So this is will be disaster. So we have to do this thing. Okay. But it is also his task to manage a group of different colleagues every single day. Commander, pilot, or cabin crew, they work on different shifts or different times with different people. They spend on the airline to airline. How many people they have, they keep on rotating, so people will get chance to meet with different people, because this is all about the flexible of the job, how good they are. They are perfect in their job, and help them to make up a well functioning thing. That's their responsibility. They have the commander responsibility. They do take briefing before getting on board. Fine, during the flight they look after each and everything. On board, it is extremely important that all the crew are able to rely on each other. This is very important. In case if you are not trustworthy, you are not relying on each other, things can go worst. Only then they can handle any technical or operational irregularity that may occur together with the confidence. Sometimes there is some problem that occurs. There's a burst strike on engine failure, fine, medical emergency. That can be only done if there is a cooperation, coordination between the crew members. Fine, and that's how they have to do. Then only they will be able to operate everything smoothly. Otherwise, if they do not have a good communication between each other, they do not rely on each other, they do not allow or observe or obey the rule regulation of their crew member, so they will be very tough to manage for the operation. So that's very important that it will be done by the cockpit crew, that is commander. I hope this will help you to understand. That's very important for you, because in flight being a cabin crew, it is not all about that you will be looking after passenger only. Cabin crew responsibility is also to look after passenger cockpit crew as well. You will be providing them meal. And one more interesting thing I would like to tell you over here: the cockpit crew will never get the same food as they get as passenger and other people get. Why so? Because this is a thing for any reason. Suppose there's a two crew member inside the cockpit, pilot, first officer, or commander. What happens? The food is given to commander, and after having the food, the commander falls sick. Fine. So there should be someone who will operate or who will be handling this, taking the commands in their and in his or her hand. Fine. If you are serving the same meal to the same person crew, it might be very both fall sick at the same time for food poisoning for anything. So it will be very tough to operate anything. Fine. So this is important that it should be given different and it is being instructed by airline to airline. Right.